Hello again, adventurer. I hope the day is not going crud cow, or that it does not find you painting yourself rainbow colors using condiments and stuff from the fridge. But if it does, well, power to ya. However the day finds you, I hope that this can be a space where you can set down some of the expectations you may be holding for yourself. And if you're anything like me, these can often be wrapped up in expectations that others have for you, or even just expectations you imagine other people might have. There's nothing inherently wrong with wanting to be. Connection with other people can foster empathy, a sense of belonging, and help your choices align with those around you. And hopefully, those are people who like you and treat you the way you want to be treated. But when our desire to be liked finds us in a place where our girlfriend's parents are trying to eat our best friend, it's probably an indication that we've gone too far. And hopefully we realize things have gotten carried away a little sooner than that, but some days we just don't. And sometimes all the effort we put into being liked isn't necessary at all. And people would like us just as well, if not more so, if we were just honest. I think it would be easy for me to say, be authentic or be true to yourself, instead of saying, it's okay to want to be liked, but only in moderation. Maybe you're wondering why I'm not saying that. To be honest, I'm kind of wondering that myself. Because there are a lot of researched benefits to vulnerability and authenticity. Oftentimes, maybe even most of the time, I do think that choosing the path of vulnerability and authenticity are really grounded and supportive choices that help us calibrate our life and values to the people around us. But I think there are a couple reasons why I'm aiming for more nuance, why I'm not just outright endorsing authenticity here. For one, I think it's important that we normalize the fact that many of us do want or even need to be liked. Many of us have internalized people-pleasing tendencies during childhood because if our caregivers didn't like us enough, if we didn't adapt our behavior in a way that they wanted, we risked not getting the things we needed. These impressions follow us for a long time, and it's okay that they're there. Another reason is that sometimes we find ourselves in a phase of life where we can't simply be who we are. Maybe you're a teenager and don't have much choice in how you express yourself. Or maybe you would be served by living in a different place, a different culture, but are too poor to relocate, or are facing legal or political barriers to doing so. And so you have to survive in the place you are in, along with its cultural expectations, even if you don't agree with them. Let's take a specific case where authenticity isn't always the best choice. In the case of queer people publicly coming out, sometimes it gets better, but sometimes it's not that simple. Sometimes it's okay to not share every part of yourself with every person in your life, or to wait until people prove themselves worthy of your trust before you share more vulnerable parts of yourself with them. Just be yourself is an easy thing to say, and there's some real wisdom to it. But there are also limits on what will be accepted by the people around you. And you may disagree with those limits, but it doesn't mean you can change them just because you want to. Which brings me to the last reason I won't make this simple and just say be yourself, which is that all of us are performing in one way or another. Another way of saying this is that all of us are affected by the people and world around us. There is no authentic self that is completely disconnected from everything around it, even though there are parts of you that are utterly and mysteriously unique. And at the same time, many of us know when we're out of balance. It's pretty much always a good idea to talk with the people you trust, to not go behind your girlfriend's back when you can just talk to her, and to not let your friend have their buns poked and get laughed at just so you can be liked. And continuing our skill of equanimity is one way we can practice that. In my experience, it's easier to figure out the balance between being yourself and honoring the need to be liked when you feel more accepting of the complexity of your own experience, when you have room for both those parts of yourself and other parts to exist inside of you, and to be gently aware of what's motivating your feelings and choices. But okay, let the games begin. So here at the beginning, as you arrive, if it feels accessible and comfy, a couple deep intentional breaths. You can moan or hum or sigh on the exhale if it feels good. Feeling the vibration through your throat and your chest as you begin to arrive here with whatever it is that you're holding. Can consciously soften your scalp and your forehead. Release your jaw and your teeth. The tongue moves down off the roof of your mouth. The ears drop. The shoulders drop. The hands go limp. And all of these are invitations. Not forcing your body to be different than it is, but just inviting some softness. Trying a strategy of release instead of bracing. If there's an anchor point that feels supportive to you, some simple thing to give your excitable, delicious mind sounds in the room or places where your body is touching the ground, touching itself, your breath. There is so much that we do not control about our experience and the world around us. And so in this moment, we consciously commit to something simple, something real. Insofar as there is some real you, just being, just breathing, just letting sounds happen as you take them in, that's real. This is real. And of course, allowing your attention to rest there. But minds will do what they do. Move ahead. Think about the past. Focus on other things, and that's all okay. Thank you, sweet mind, for juggling the million things. And then gently, kindly, we allow our attention to return to this point of simplicity. Or you can also just sit, just stand, just lie down. If you've found some pocket of stillness or simplicity that feels good, then just stay here. Trust the wisdom of your body and the rest it wants. If you would like to gently turn your attention towards equanimity, then you can keep following along. You can allow your attention to become more open, to zoom out, to include more of your experience. Any number of things that arise, thoughts and sounds and sights, both internal and external. Just sort of watching experience as it unfolds. With even a little bit of distance, just a little bit of space between you and the things that are parts of you, that are happening to you and around you and inside of you. Almost watching sensory experience unfold as if it was a movie, as if a friend might be recounting these things to you. And the ways in which you make sense of this. Maybe the thoughts that come through your mind in the form of words. Noticing that these words are words that predate you, are words you inherited. A language, a culture that you did not choose, but that you find yourself in, with a brain that works to make sense. And the images, whether real in the space, if your eyes are open, or behind the inky colors of your closed lids, fragments of things you've seen before, things other people participated in and shaped and shape. This experience of you, whatever it is surrounded by lots of not you, or less you, or kind of you. And also you participate in it and with it, simply by observing it. You are a part of awareness. And awareness makes things a part of you. And can you take a moment to appreciate the brilliance with which you navigate this complexity of space and world? Even if it feels imperfect, messy, rough around the edges sometimes. You're doing it. This life is yours, is you, and you are living it. Okay, friend. Thank you for your time, your attention, your energy. Thank you for allowing my words to be a part of your experience and for your listening to be a part of mine. We are always in a richly entangled network of life and stimulus and pressure and narratives. It can be a lot to hold. For me, it helps to take these moments of pause, to take inventory, to look at it with a little more care and intention, to appreciate all the wisdom that has been given to me, that comes from within me, that has been given to you and comes from within you, that helps us navigate this with a little more grace and self-kindness and kindness for those around us. I hope that as you continue to go throughout your day, you can have a very clear sense of who you are and where the moments are where it is time to speak up and assert that clearly and honestly, and where it's okay for that to remain private and tenderly yours. May your adventures be golden and wonderful until I see you next.